24 million master plan that Mr. Ong mentioned in the speech, to be precise, is 23.6 million, I believe, over a 5-year period. So if you do the maths, it works out to about $4.5 million or so over per year, over a 5-year period. So I would invite SDB to walk around the estate and to look at the improvements that have been made since. There are a number of projects that have been fully executed, a number of projects which are still ongoing, a number of projects in the pipeline. So I invite them to do their homework, go around, and then they can see with their own eyes what's happening.
So to clarify, the 1.9 million is actually part of the 24 million, correct?
$1.9 million project which I referred to is a neighborhood renewal project, which I mentioned time and time again, which is a funding neutral project. It really doesn't matter. It's a town council run project. It's not really dependent on whether the PAP wins or loses. So that is part and parcel of what was estimated by Mr. Ong.
But the remainder of the $24 million, have the funds already added in the Bukit Batok Town Council, the Jurong Community coffers already, or?
As I mentioned just now, there are a number of projects which have been already executed, a number of projects which are under construction, and a number of projects in the pipeline. We are talking about an outlay of about 4.5 million or so per year. So that's really the proposal that Mr. Ong was talking about, and this NRP was part of it, which we have outlined just quite recently.
Mr. Murali, you also just talked about there's like failure and all these other existing amenities around, but isn't it not safe to say that failure will continue providing elder care, the other VWOs, regardless of who wins?
Well, that's a question for them. Let me just say, when these partners were brought in by Dr. Ong, it is a partnership that was forged through a clear understanding of the residents' needs, and also checking to see whether these partners are able to address these needs. At one point in time, St. Luke's Hospital, the introduction of St. Luke's Hospital in Bukit Batok was met with some resistance. Now it's an institution, because at that point in time, we had a situation whereby some people were not comfortable to have a hospital in their backyard. So there was resistance. But now the people who had objected actually, have moved on, and they are now quite accepting of the services that St. Luke's provide. And I think it's now become an institution providing particularly elder care services for Bukit Batok residents and beyond. And I hope to work further with St. Luke's, because you cannot be just satisfied with what they do now. There's evolving needs, and we need to deal with that. I would want to work with St. Luke's in particular to open up a second, or rather an additional elder care center, because I think it is something that is needed. I've identified it in my manifesto, as you may recall, and I think Bukit Batok residents would be happy to hear this. So it is not just being satisfied with the state of affairs now. It is about constantly checking the needs of Bukit Batok residents, reassessing who can or which entity can answer the needs, and working with them closely.
Mr. Murali,